let's do the tier list, boys. Or the current patch. The patch has been going on for a while, right? Isn't it? It's been a week, right? It's been a week or two, week and a half, something like that. So, we'll see. This has been the longest patch we've had in a while with no changes. Things are starting to feel stale again. Let's try to like speedrun this. I want to make this a quick tier list. I want to go too crazy on each hero. We'll say the base things about each hero. Maybe I'll say a little more depending on the hero. Definitely depending on the hero, but okay, AB boy. I've talked a lot about Abrams. A tier. I think he's like top of A tier. I don't think he's quite broken. And I've said this character has been power creeping again. He's still one of the easiest characters in the game. They somehow made him easier just because you just go Spirit like tank build now. Never dying character. Has decent damage. I don't think it's crazy. But just a really strong, good hero right now. And tank, it's kind of a tank meta again, so he's just really good. Pretty sure this character is like C3. Underwhelming, but he can still pack a punch, I think, at the right time in the game. The problem with this character is, like, later game, he's kind of just, like, becomes completely nothing. They gave him some of his escape back, which is really good. Great. They gave him, you know, he can run away a lot easier, but it's definitely more balanced now. What the fuck, when did we start a tier list? I was gone for, like, 15 minutes. We just started, so you got it at the perfect time. But yeah, Apollo's just underwhelming. In my opinion, and I've said this since the beginning of the game, this character has always been weaker. He is really good at single target focus and can fuck one person up. But once he gets his full combo down, there's literally nothing this character can do after that. And Slowing Next completely removes him from the game. So it's like, this character is just, he's just not that great. And he was really, really bad last patch. They kind of brought him up a little bit. But I mean, last patch was deep for dog shit. He's like underwhelming. But can still be good because he's kind of like a pseudo flyer type shit. Bebop. Bebop's like a good middle of the pack. Bebop's kind of like going through an identity crisis right now, where he like everybody wants to build a bomb. Oh, but he's a gun hero. Oh, but he's a tank hero. It's like, I feel like this character still can't figure out what he wants to actually be, and it's definitely not all three. Like, every game I'm in a Bebop, I never know whether he's going to build gun, tank, or spirit. I never fucking know. It could be any of the three. And for that, he just goes in mid. Because I feel like each of the builds, respectively, can be good. But Billy's probably the best hero in the... He's top 3. He might be the best hero in the game right now. This character is actually broken as fuck. I don't even know what they did to make this character broken. But he's just like... just doesn't die, has a fuck ton of damage, amazing CC. He just kind of has everything right now, and that's a problem. Especially paired with like a Rem, literally an unkillable target. There's nothing you can do to a Billy. Plus he has good movement too, so when you give a character everything, good movement, good damage, really tanky, amazing CC, they're just kind of broken by design. So, and like, yeah, Billy has Shriekery where like wasn't the strongest, but Billy was always a character that was in like the top 3 tiers of the game, always. And now they just like completely, I mean, he's just the best character in the game. One of. Calico? Okay, listen, I've played a lot of Calico recently, and I actually think this character is pretty solid. I'd probably put her, I maybe put her A tier. I know that sounds crazy, but you actually just gotta run around the map with your team and just look for as many kills as you can and just snowball into oblivion. Be the fucking rat on the map. Be the piece of shit. You have to be the piece of shit on the map. That's what you gotta be. And if you do that, your character is actually really, really strong and a super annoying to kill. On the contrary, Slowing Hex completely annihilates this character. So you're kind of forced to go Dispel, which is fine because you can just buy Dispel. But yeah, Brawl buffs on the 1 tier 2 rate make her a bit more viable. Yeah, I might just put her down a tier just because she is really, 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 really easily counterable. I'll put her here, probably top of B, because she can be really good. But I will say though, if you can't snowball in the early game, you just aren't a character. No, you do kind of rely on that like strong early game to mid game pressure. You really do rely on that. Which makes her kind of very hit or miss, very feast or famine. So we'll put her B. But like our last 2 patches, she's been like down here, so she's definitely in a better spot than she was previously. Celeste. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna like. Okay, she's not top 3, but this character is still really strong. And I still don't understand why this character just completely goes like undetected by anybody at all. I feel like people just don't play her enough. But I swear Celeste is just so fucking disgusting. So disgustingly broken and stupid. And I promise you, in the next patch or the next couple coming patches, this character will be the #1 hero on that patch. One change will completely break this character. And she's already really, really strong. I promised. I completely promise you that is going to happen in the next couple patches where people are going to realize, oh wait, this character is actually really good and she's actually the best hero in the game. Do I think she's the best hero in the game or top 3 this patch? No, but she's still one of, if not, or one of the strongest heroes in the game, hands down. Kit is just absolutely insane. Best movement in the entire game. Really good damage amp. A shield that also is a CC silence. Might as well just go fuck myself. Like, yeah, no, fuck this character, man. Broken. Doorman, I feel like he's still really good. Doorman's still S. Doorman's really good. I don't know. Best utility in the game. Still really, really, really good damage. They did nerf him, but I still think he's really strong. I mean, Doorman is just that character that has, like, the most potential of any character in the game. And, like, a lot of it's, like, player-based on how you play him. Like, you have to be good at the character to use doors properly, but... I mean, he's impossible to punish. Has great damage. Good lockdown. Best utility in the game, like I said. I mean, yeah, this character's just really good. He's probably top 5. I'd put Doorman, like, top 5, I think. Maybe, like, you know, if I were talking about, like, lower elo, he'd probably be down, like, here, maybe? But... For like... Doorman purposes, he's top in the game, so that's where we're putting him. Drifter is like the mediator. Drifter is the true balanced character in this game, man. He is just the definition of good balance. The character's relatively easy to counter. You can play around it though. Doesn't have like insane movement abilities. Can have good damage, but you have to scale properly and get your stacks. I think Drifter's a little more reliant on stacks than he should be. But at least when I've played him recently, he's very reliant on his Blood Sun stack, which does kind of feel bad. But, I mean, if you're playing the character properly, then yeah. I will say this character is very hard to play in high elo. It's very hard to, like, isolate people. Drifter kind of, like, reminds me of, like, a low elo Stomper type character, kind of like 7. But he is very balanced. I mean, Drifter with stacks is fucking... I mean, yeah, exactly. That's the point, though. Without stacks, you're, like, kind of shit. Well, with stacks, you're kind of, like, fucking crazy. And that's balanced, guys. So, mid. Dynamo's fallen down the fucking ranks, bro. What did I say, like, 2 tier lists ago, that people would actually learn how to play against this hero properly and no one would ever play him again? Oh, wait, I said that. Fun fact. Yeah, he's just... Dynamo is, like, the character that can make game-changing plays. You could literally be an initiate player and hopefully press ultimate and hit everybody and it'd be good, but... Everybody in ETERNUS knows how to play against this hero now. Like, he's still really good and can pack a punch. He's probably like B, yeah. But the thing with Dynamo is he's just an ult bot. And he can probably, like, some of the best util in the game. I mean, Quantum, what is it fucking called? Singularity, not Singularity, it's Quantum Entanglement is still probably the best ability in the entire game. So he gets, you know, brownie points for that, but, so, yeah, B tier. Graves is one of the worst characters in the game, probably bottom 3. Dude, this character literally had, like, a week where she was strong, and Valve said, go fuck yourselves. It's like, because everybody complained about her. I will say, Graves kind of does need to be a weak character, because she's so ungodly annoying, but I don't think she needs to be the worst character in the game. Like, I think where she was at last patch was fine. She wasn't, like, too annoying and completely broken and out of this world. People just were annoyed by it. And then everybody was like crying for nerves, like, oh, this character is the worst thing ever. How am I supposed to play into this character? I don't know what to do. Like, come on, guys. She's a no movement character. Like, come on. D for dog shit. They need to give her some fucking recuperating buffs. Just give her something back, man. I should have a game where the enemy Bebop hooked Dynamo into a 4-man black hole. Yeah, that sounds crazy. Talon, probably A tier. I put him like top A tier. This is the first tier list, guys, where I've put Talon above C or B. I think that last tier list I put him in like D, because I genuinely think that character was really bad. But the changes they made to him have really bumped him up. They made it so he can like hybrid really well. His gun is like actually very viable now, and you can finish targets off a lot easier. So he's not like completely useless in fights where he only can use bird and be useful. He can actually use his gun and his arrows more efficiently, and that helped him a lot. He's like A tier. Do I think he needs nerfs necessarily? No. I think this character being strong is fine. You buy Phantom Strike and he just kind of becomes nothing. So yeah, granted that is a tier 4 item, but kind of a bad, you know, not smart thing to say there. But yeah, Talon's just great. Bird stacks. If you're good enough, you'll get your bird stacks. He's pretty reliant on him, but I've learned that like with every Talon game I've played, as long as you're playing pretty conservatively and just watching your map, you can get your bird stacks pretty consistently. Unless you're having the worst game ever, I don't know. Haze, okay, here's the issue with Haze. This character's playstyle has changed like 5 times now. So now she really is like what I think she's supposed to be. She's like the assassin, you know, one-shot character on the map. That's what this character is. It reminds me of when I used to play League of Legends and I had to deal with fucking Rengar and fucking gold elo silver, a fat-ass Rengar running on the map just ready to one-shot your ass. That's what Haze reminds me of right now. I mean, she's literally just the best roamer in the game. And like, listen, people think that's like, oh, necessarily bad. Like, oh, you can't kill like 4 people in a team fight. This character's not meant to be an M1 anymore. She is, I think, really solid still. And I think people like take the amount of map pressure she has for granted. This character, like, now it's like, if you're, you know, once you get to 20 minutes in the game, you're like, okay, the enemy team has a Haze. So we actually have to like play on top of each other, right? Have to watch where you're going at all times, because she will just one-shot you out of her ultimate and invis and kill you in like maybe 5 seconds or less. I'm like dead ass. She is the assassin character now, and you have to watch out for her. And like that map presence is insane to deal with. Like, okay, guys, we have to play on top of each other. What are we supposed to do? You have to like watch everywhere you're going. Her ult merchant curse build is actual hell. Yeah, exactly. Ult merchant curse is, I mean, unfortunately, that's the way you have to play the character. It is kind of boring to play, but it is like she's the assassin. That's what she is. So move on. Holliday. Holliday. I said Billy might be the best hero in the game, but Holliday might be the best hero in the game, and it kind of pains me to say. Valve made the worst shit. I think this is the worst balancing decision I've ever seen them make. I'm not even kidding. And that's buffing Holliday whatsoever, or like the changes they gave to Holliday. The worst balancing decision I have ever seen. Holliday in its own tier. There's your Holliday tier, by the way. Character just like... The character is just... It's like impossible to play into. And like, oh, sewing hex. Oh. The sewing hex lasts like 3 seconds. And if she already put a pad down, it's not gonna fucking matter. Plus, she'll just barrel you, so you can't even get close to her. Holliday used to be a high skill ceiling and skill spreading character, and now she's just barrel merchant. Exactly. They literally, not only did they buff the character and give her more damage, they also made it way easier to play her. So you can actually just be a brain dead animal and run around this hero and do a shit ton of damage and never die. The character is just stupid. The worst decision you can ever make in a video game, in any balancing like situation, is making the annoying character like strong. You cannot buff the annoying character. That is how you ruin your fucking game. And that is exactly what they did. You can't buff Holliday. She has to be weaker. She has to have skill expression. Otherwise, she'll be like this. You can't do that. Holliday is a problem. This character needs to remain weaker because she's annoying and she's utility based. It's just she cannot remain the way she is. And it is horrible balancing decision. I'm assuming they're just like trying to test it out to see how people react, right? But like it's horrible. It's just absolutely just dog shit horribleness. This character is one of the few characters I think needs to be just removed from the game completely. But we'll move on. The character needs to be gutted. Just get her out. Like revert the changes. High key. Yeah. Infernus. I think Infernus is solid. People will think it needs to be higher, but I think Infernus is just decent. Annoying to kill, yes, but slowing X does actually make it hard. and he's pretty squishy. Annoying to play into, has good mid-boss contest, but, I mean, he's not really, like, that great of a carry and can be dealt with pretty easily. He's just kind of okay. It's sad that they, like, nerfed Dash Infernus, and it's still really, really strong. It's just such a good escape ability, and it does damage. And the dash ability is just so good. Like, he can really still just run under Walker and run around you in circles, and you still can't really do much about it unless you have Slowing Hex. It's actually really annoying. Ivy, I will always put this character in, like, A. This character is still really good. People just sleep on the character all the time. Still has, like, a 40-second cross-map ult with a silence and a ton of damage. Okay. Stone Form heals, like, half HP if you hit it. Best wave, some of the best wave clear in the game. I mean, I can go on and on about this character, right? She's just really good. Like, really strong overall kit. Great support hero. She can build fucking anything she wants. She can build guns, spirit, support, tank. I mean, you can build literally anything on this character and you will be useful. And that's just Ivy. She's just the most versatile hero in the game, and that automatically makes her stronger. A tier. Kelvin. Kelvin's been hit or miss recently. I think Kelvin you just need to play like as a support. Support hero, just decent. Probably one of the, like... Ivy's a better support hero than Kelvin. IMO. But I think Kelvin's just okay. You kind of just play him for dome and like cool rescue beams and the shit like that. Great healing, but I think he's still just B tier. I don't know much to say about Kelvin. I haven't seen him a lot recently, to be fair. Okay, actually, maybe I might change. Kelvin is pretty dumb. The problem with Kelvin is he's like a pseudo flyer because of his ice bridge. I'll put him actually up tier just because he has that fucking ice bridge bullshit. The utility on Kelvin is pretty insane. I'll put him up tier. Okay, Geist is interesting. Weirdly enough, you know how I said Billy has been, or not Billy, sorry, Abrams has been slowly like power creeping, right? Geist has kind of been going down each patch. I feel like Geist has just considerably gotten weaker each patch, and I don't really know why. She hasn't really like taken a lot of changes at all. I don't even think she's taken any changes. But I feel like these characters above her just kind of differ. You know what I mean? Like Kelvin's just gonna fly around her. Ivy's just going to fly around her, or Stoneformer. Haze is just gonna one-shot her. Abrams one-shots her, or tanks around her. Geist, a weird frontliner? Yeah, she's like kind of like slotted into this like weird frontline spot now, where she's not even really an M1 anymore. Because all these characters above her can kind of just like ratio her as fuck. What you'll notice this patch is like tankier, like more movement-y characters are really strong. That's what you notice. Like, oh, movements. Besides Doorman. Doorman's kind of like the scapegoat here, but I have a ton of movements and can fuck you and one-shot you. I have a ton of movement and tanky and can one-shot you. I have a ton of movement and I'm tanky and can CC you. I have a ton of movement, not quite tanky, but I can one-shot you. I have a ton of movement and I'm fucking tanky as fuck. You can't kill me. I can one-shot you. Ton of movement, ton of movements, greatest supports in the game. So it's like, you kind of understand why these characters are really strong, and it kind of shows. And like, yeah, Geist ult, like, she's still B tier because her ult is still really good. But if you have good movement, you can play around her really well, so. Lash is like top of A tier. This character will always be really good. There hasn't been a single patch in existence where this character has actually been bad. One of the best ultimates in the game, best movement, some of the best movement in the game, great damage. It's just really hard to deal with a Lash ever. Thank God they like kind of fucked up Gunlash a little bit. Still viable, but character's still really solid, and he's definitely like top of A. I'm not even, no. My brain even tells me to put him in S, but I don't think so. McGinnis is kind of weird. Issue with McGinnis is right now in like ETERNUS Plus, she's like feels really strong, but like the character is pretty easily counterable. You just play on her when she ults. And at the end of the day, she's fucking annoying as shit. And I think that, unfortunately, it makes her decent. I'd probably... It's just hard, man. Like, every McGinnis you see now just goes, like, turret max in lane. Then they rush into ult max. And it's just, like, it's so, like, just... like, fucking lame as shit to play against, man. It's just fucking annoying. But I wouldn't say it's necessarily that broken. I kind of just end up playing characters that can't deal with turrets very well, but I really do think I'd probably put her like, I'm gonna put her in underwhelming, even though I think she's pretty good in like ETERNUS. I don't think outside of ETERNUS she's that great at all, and you just kind of play for turret build, but if people destroy turrets, it's kind of fucked. So she's just gonna go in underwhelming, but I still think she's really good. And in played right, she can be really good, but also again very easy to punish. Like if McGinnis is the carry on your team or a problem, the enemy team will have no problem dealing with her, and I think that's just a fact. And you can't say the same about any of the characters above hand. Like, they're not all that easy to deal with compared to McGinnis. I think Mina's like a solid B. I don't think she's quite meta, but hear me out, is like her damage is definitely a lot weaker, but she's still a really solid second carry. She's a solid second carry. People might not agree that she's B, people might say A, but I really do think she's a lot weaker than what she used to be. Like, I'd say, like, since this character came out, she's been like this, or like this. But she's definitely fine in the B tier, I think. Still great movements, you know, still decent damage, still kind of like follows her role, but she's just weaker than she's just in a good spot, I'd say. She's balanced, right? She's just in a better spot, and that's good. They needed to reduce her ult damage because her ult damage was completely ridiculous. Can it still do a lot of damage? Yeah, but you still need to follow up off of your damage. Like, you're not going to kill someone just from your ultimate anymore like you used to. Especially with the kind of tank meta we have going on right now. So, like, Mina can't really like one-shot an A. Like, can't deal with these fucking big chunkers, man, or do much about these characters. So, B tier. Okay, Mirage is like high-key kind of good right now. And I think people are like completely, they're just like building him wrong, and like every time I see Mirage, his character is just kind of fucking. And when you play him right and play with macro correctly, he's really good. I'd probably put him something like this is what this would look like, I think. Something like that, yeah. Mirage is really good. Just solid ass character, man. I don't really know, like, it's hard to like gauge Mirage's strength, but it really just all comes from mark damage. Mark damage and being able to macro across the map. It's very simple things with Mirage, but that's why he's strong. And Beetle's fucking disgusting. I forgot about Beetle. Fuck Beetle. Fuck that stupid shit, man. No one likes that ability, but that's it's just a combination of things when it comes to Mirage. I mean, he can literally do 15k on mark damage at like 15 minutes. It's fucking disgusting. It's just crazy, but Mo&Krill, I feel like I somehow always rank Mo&Krill differently, but he kind of follows the same precedent each patch. I think Mo&Krill's pretty balanced. I'd probably put him like here. Mo&Krill's balanced because he really is just like the tank guy, and then he's like, I'm gonna shut down this one player type thing. And he's really hard to kill. Oh, actually, I might put him up here. I'll put him up here. Maybe there, actually. This is kind of the spot I was thinking. He's just really, really hard to kill. You can't catch a Mo out, ever. You can't. You can't catch a Mo out. And he definitely is, I guess I agree with that. He's somewhat comp reliant. But characters, I mean, he's just decent. Mo will always be a decent thing. Every time I see a Mo on my team, I'm happy about it. Like, I'm happy to have a Mo on my team. It's rare you see this character not get some sort of value, because when you see Mo on your team, you'd be like, okay, we're gonna look for Mo ults, right? That's just how this character works. And he's really, really tanky. I mean, you need like 4 or 5 people to actually kill this motherfucker. So, and tank, I honestly think it's like a solid tank meta right now. So yeah, A tier, good pick. Paige, listen, I don't know why people keep putting this character low, but she is probably the second best support in the game next to Rem now, I would say. People keep, like, yes, I would say she's easy to punish, but just because she's easier to punish doesn't mean her value, like, doesn't exist. You know what I mean? The ult value, the shield. I mean, if she's gassing up any of these characters, the game just feels impossible to play. And we'll get into who the #1 support is and why that's even worse, but Paige is just has so much more value than people actually give her credit for. I swear to God. Lane's a bit rough, but I think she's pretty good. I would say she's like balanced in a sense where she's easier to punish. I might put her down here then. Yeah, I think bottom A is fine, just because she doesn't have like a movement ability to help her. But you have to realize that like Paige has like a million support items, guys. Healing Nova, Rescue Beam, you know what, like shields that she can all cast on herself. It makes it a lot harder to kill her. And if she has a good team following up on her, she's not gonna die. Like if you want to kill a Paige and she's around her team, you're going to suffer for it. It's not that easy. Something tells me this character is definitely a meta pick. And I think it's just the ETERNUS mindset on this character. And the fact that it's just everybody just plays around her. Nade merchants type shit. Yeah. Swap being really good. Skill shot though, I think I'm fine with here. I don't have too much to say about Paradox. She's very team reliant. And if you don't have a team that's constantly playing around you, she is pretty difficult to play, I will say. But still really good for like mid-boss contests, getting picks out. I swear, like, people don't actually realize this character's a pick hero half the time, and they just like play up but like this character matched with one other person, you're killing someone 90% of the time. So yeah, and with their ultimate cooldown being like, what isn't it, fucking 40 seconds? Granted, like the character somewhat relies on that, but Pocket's still S tier, guys. Let's be honest. I don't think he's top 3, but Pocket's still one of the best characters in the game. Unfortunately, they like nerfed his gun damage, but his gun damage is still really strong and has some of the best gun damage in the game, even better than most gun heroes. This character can actually just build Cultist and Swift Striker and have some of the highest gun damage output in the entire game, and it's fucking not okay. Can we just go back to old Pocket where he had to build Mystic Shot and go all Spirit? Can we just go back to that? That was fine. Everybody was fine with that Pocket. This Pocket, no one likes this Pocket. It's lame. I don't like it. I think Pocket is just too stupid, especially with one max. Yeah, max stacks on one. Yeah, nah, like he already has damage amp. We don't need to. I actually just think they need to remove his gun damage, like gut it. If they just gut his gun damage, I think the character's fine. The character will just fulfill his role then as being this like annoying, squishy, hard to kill character, but like does a good amount of burst damage and has a big, huge, cool ultimate. Like, you nerf his gun damage, he falls to, like, here. He's balanced. But with the gun damage, he's, like, broken. I just get this fucker out of here, man. Just take the gun damage out back and shoot it. Please. Rem. Top 3, baby. I wouldn't want him to be Affliction Bot, though. Well, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm sure they'd make a change to, like, make it so where he's not an Affliction Bot. Oh yeah, Rem. Top 3 hero in the game, by the way. Do you want to know the top 3 heroes in the game this patch, guys? It's Holliday, Billy, Rem. Which, what a horrible fucking patch to experience, by the way. That sounds miserable, and it is miserable, by the way. I think Billy's like the least miserable out of the 3, but like Rem, Holliday, Billy being the top 3 heroes in the game. Yeah, man, I might as well just go fucking... No, that sucks. Rem healing is completely busted. You literally jump on someone, you can jump on anybody, no matter how much health they have, you will get them to full HP in a second. Really, really broken character right now. I mean, I literally, whoever was here for that game, you know this. I played a game against Rem, Billy, and Abrams. Once the game hit 20 minutes, unplayable. Actually, you could build as much anti-heal as you wanted in the goddamn world. There is nothing you can do against this trio. Rem, Billy, Abrams. You think you can kill these motherfuckers? Think of fucking again, man. It's actually fucked. It is insane. You know how when someone's low, oh the Abrams is low. I got a Paige, gotta throw a shield on him. Right, he gets a little shield and you probably just kill him anyways. Rem will jump on top of Abrams. He will be full HP. Full HP. Full guns again. It's like he got another life. It is ridiculous. Same with Billy. Ridiculous. Plus, with Sleep being a really good... I mean, it's ridiculous. This character does way too much right now. They need to tone it down a lot. Best support in the game by literally a whole fucking tier. Actually insane. 7... Listen, I put 7 in like A tier last time. Yeah, 7's still really good. He's a solo cute guy. Probably put 7 around here. Kevin's just a solo queue carry, guys. That's what he is. Best character to climb on. Best character to solo queue on. And just fucking send it. And I'll hold that. Really, really strong. Not crazy, though. Just a really good meta pick. The only thing he lacks is movement. And that's why I'd probably... Like, if this character had movement, he'd be S tier. But he just doesn't have movement. And that's why he's lower down. But even then, he's not even low. He's still fucking meta. Oh, Shiv? Okay, listen. Shiv's hard, man. Shiv and Silver are hard. Okay? You wanna know why Shiv and Silver are hard? Because the characters realistically are like CB tier. Alright, realistically that's what these characters are. But because the skill ceiling on these characters is so high, or is it skill floor? I don't remember the term exactly. At the high elo, like ETERNUS Plus, Shiv Silver dominate lobbies constantly. Maybe not Silver as much, but Shiv does still dominate. The problem is this character still just has everything. Movements, tanky, and with like tank meta being a thing, Spirit being even stronger than it was before. Shiv is just, I mean, still really strong. Plus, like when you combine Shiv with like these top characters, he's even stronger. A Shiv with a Rem, oh my god. Never dying, by the way. I'd probably put him like tier. I want to be like reasonable because the character can still be countered. But like I'd say Shiv is like as hard to kill as Mo&Krill, but he has double the damage. You know what I mean? It's kind of disgusting. Guys, it's the Silver rating. I need to just be honest with myself, okay? I read TikTok comments all the time. Like, I'm letting TikTok comments affect me of all things about what everybody has to fucking say about this character. The character, Silver, right now, is pretty mediocre and or just bad. She's probably like here. And if we're factoring in like for the majority of players, if we're talking not just ETERNUS, she's like mid. Still okay, but very hard to play too, which sucks. I mean, I could probably put her up here. I'll probably put her at top or B. I'm not going to downplay the character too much, because I still think she can have her strong moments and be strong. And when this character has a lead, she feels pretty hard to play against. But outside of having a lead, this character just cannot play the game at all. Without a lead, you just fall over. You need a lead. You need to do something in the middle game. You're kind of like Calico in that sense, but Calico kind of does it better now. Actually, I think I'm going to put these characters kind of like... I kind of want to put Calico above Silver. Is that weird? Hello, Future Anger here. I just want to make a couple changes to the tier list. They won't be changed in the video, but I kind of thought stuff over, mainly about the Calico Silver stuff, so that's why I'm putting it here. But I wanted to put Calico up a tier, actually. Just because I feel like the character, yes, can be countered by someone else really easily and kind of just turned off by that ability. She also has like some of the best macro and map pressure. She has the best map pressure and macro in the entire game, and can pretty much fight wherever she wants. She basically has a one-shot, and even if you don't one-shot, as long as you're fighting the carries, you're going to kill them no matter what. Plus, just having boxes underneath the ground. If you haven't used the tunnels before, it just gives the character a free like 2k souls, 3k souls every 3 minutes. It's completely disgusting. And it speeds you up too, so you go even faster across the map. So that's why I'm moving Calico up. I might even move her like up here. That's why I moved Calico. Really solid character. Super snowball-y. And yes, she does kind of depend on that snowball, but the more I've played her and the more I've understood her, it's pretty easy to get to that point. Especially snowballing out of lane. It's really easy, actually. Silver, I have a lot of stuff to talk about. In the video, I didn't really like the way that I explained how Silver was weaker. She kind of does fill the same role as Calico right now, in the sense that she kind of just has to be on the side of the fight trying to pick off the carries or trying to pick off someone else. She can't play as a frontline tank. She just can't. That's not how the character is meant to be played anymore because of the ult reset change. She doesn't get that health burst anymore. So it's very hard to like get your reset and then keep going after that. Or even be a frontline whatsoever at the start of the fight. So in a sense, she's kind of just like a worse version of Calico right now, but she's gun. It's really like it's just really weird. And I don't even need them to necessarily give her the heal back on her reset. That would be nice, but just something needs to be changed to where she can actually like fulfill the role of a frontline tank because she just isn't, at all. She plays like a worse version of Calico who has less map pressure. Like she wants to do the same thing as Calico. She wants to be around the map. She wants to play every fight early game, but she just doesn't have the movement for it and or the map pressure. And she's not great at pushing walkers either. So it's like, why would I pick this character when I can just play Burst Assassin that does more damage and has better escape? So it's kind of like, yeah. It's kind of similar to Calico, where like the only time Silver is strong is when she has like actually like a 5-10k lead on everybody. If she doesn't have that 5-10k lead and she doesn't snowball, the character just falls the fuck over. You can never get your wolf form, so you can't like actually have health or do anything in your wolf form. And your wolf form's already on a 70-second cooldown, so once you use your ultimate and you're out of it, there's very little you can actually provide for a team fight. But if I was on Calico, for example, I could still have a combo up. I can my ult's on like a 30 second. It's on a really low cooldown. I think Calico ult's like 50 seconds or something. Plus the cooldown that you build on her normally. So it's rough. Do I think Silver is like a dog shit hero? No, obviously not. I think she's still useful. She can still be really useful if played correctly and on the side of fights. She can still get her kills and lock down targets. And she has great lockdown, and I think she's better when you're playing with your team properly. But at the same time, this character has kind of lost her identity, in my opinion. She just not a frontline anymore. And I feel like that's kind of what she wanted to be. I've talked about this a million times about how like if you want to fix the character and make her still the frontline, just give her health reset back on her ultimate, but make it an overtime gain of that health. Don't just make it an instant burst of health, because that again feels really poorly. I think this is like the best change you can give to her, because it'll still make it so she can be weaker, and like actually, heal cut works, and she can't just like immediately get a ton of HP after getting a reset and completely annihilating you. It makes her a little bit of a slower roll, but she can still frontline. But right now she just can't frontline. That's just not the character can't do that anymore. But yeah, I'm done with Silver now. You can argue with me in the comments. That's fine. But yeah, Silver, the character's B tier, especially for majority of the game. Yeah, character's not good. Very easy to counter character too. Silver's so easy to counter, guys. Metal Skin, Stormy Nex, Slummy Nex. I don't know, any fucking counter item. It's so odd. Her playstyle is just so diminished, is the best way I can put it, which kind of sucks. I don't think the character is meant to be played like the way she is played this patch at all. You're definitely more reliant on your base form, which also kind of sucks. B tier still can be useful in matches and still be useful in games, but kind of relies on having a lead. And can struggle against that if you're into definitely a lot of high mobility heroes. Sinclair, listen guys, I'm not going to stop. He's S tier broken. This character's still really, really strong. I don't think they're going to make changes to Sinclair just because they're probably just reworking him. But the character's been broken for ages. I've made a million Sinclair rants, like I've talked about Sinclair a million times. I'm not going to go deep into it this video because there's no point. Okay, the character's been broken forever. Is he like top 5? Is he like top 3? No. Okay, but he's still really, really strong and has some of the most impact out of any hero in the game all the time. So Venator, dude, Venator might be S tier. Venator's strong. Venator is really, really good. But I'm gonna say it here now. For some reason, people just can't play this character. Every time I get this character on my team, they just like don't know how to play him. They just like can't get it down. Bro, guys, the only thing you need to worry about when you play Venator is positioning. That's it. And he does so much damage. The weapon scaling on his one is just, or not his one, on his abilities is just insane. You don't even need to shoot the people. You just fucking hit your abilities and you're going to do damage because all your abilities scale with weapon. It's so good. It's so hard to actually counter this guy too because you can't just go bullet resist. It's disgusting. Strong gun, built an anti-heal as an XQ. Yeah, exactly. Strong character, guys. Has always been a strong character. Victor... I mean, Victor's like here, man. He's strong. Victor's really good. I'm probably going to put him in A meta again. Still a really strong hero. I think I did the same thing for the last tier list as well. Probably one of the best things in the game. They buffed his damage again. Really, really good damage, man. And just having a second life just makes it so you have to deal with this guy. I play a lot of Victors who just get caught and like make it seem like the character is weak. But the character is actually pretty strong. And if played correctly, is a big problem. Like, the longer a game goes, the better that is for Victor, because the harder it is for you guys to kill him. You want to end the game as soon as possible. If Victor is alive at the 30-minute mark, it's so hard to deal with. Plus, for, like, objectives, walkers, Victor is just so strong on mid-boss. Like, this character just is so hard to deal with, and you're trying to play objectives. And he's something you always have to factor in. Yeah, that's Victor. So, Vindicta, Deeper Dog character sucks. One of the worst characters in the game. Listen, I've had games where Vindicta is strong, but she's just so easy to deal with. Yeah, I don't know. And you can say like she's annoying for flying, but like guys, let's look at the map. Let's look at the terrain. What does Vindicta do in a mid-boss fight? What is she supposed to do? She wants to fly and be up in the sky and be in a big open space area, but she can't do anything when she's in the mid-boss pit. She's so easy to kill. And like Earth fight, oh, there's open space there. Kind of. There's still Veil. There's a ton of barriers. There's a ton of things blocking the sky. It's crazy how like this character can literally play on like a different level, but still be one of the weakest characters in the game. It's crazy to me. She's a lane bully, that's all she's decent at? Yeah, exactly. She's good for lane bully, and she can, like, try to stack in lane, but if she can't bully in lane, character has nothing going for her. Literally nothing. Okay, Viscous is way better than people think. Viscous is, like, up here. Meta, great pick. Cube completely changes how fights are played. Very hard to kill. Just 1k burst damage off of Echo Shard. Splatter. Splatter does way more damage than people give credit for. He literally hits you with one tick of the splatter. It's doing 500 damage to you. Insane damage. And, like, really, you can only buy Spell Breaker to counter it. But you're not... Like, he has that damage pretty early in the game. Very annoying character. Decent damage, plus really good support utility. So, I don't know. Just a good character. Vyper... Vyper's kind of like the fucking Mediator carry. Vyper can do a lot of damage very quickly, but she's relatively easy to take care of. Let's be honest. I think she's pretty balanced. She kind of falls under the same categories like Drifter. Bola's obviously really strong. Listen, a good Vyper can be really like annoying and hard to take care of, but if we're being real, guys, any form of CC just turns that character off. She's extremely squishy. Yeah, she can melt your ass, but I mean, once the Vyper is seen by the enemy team, she's probably not living for a long time. Need other characters to pull away threat from her? Yeah, exactly. Vyper kind of relies on a good team comp. Vyper definitely relies on a good team comp. I'm gonna actually put Mina up above Silver, like something like that. No, Vyper's stronger than that. Warden's still meta defining, still a really strong hero. Probably one of the better carries in the game still. Or put him next to Mirage, yeah. Still a really good carry. One of the best carries in the game. I don't think he's S tier. I think I put him S tier last year patch, but still really an overtuned kit. You know what? Now, what am I saying? I feel like draft is going to change some of these tiers massively. Yeah, draft would change this completely, but we're not going to see draft for a while, I don't think. Warden is a completely overtuned kit. Silence on click. Really strong character. One of the best carries in the game. Not as good as Venator, just because I think Venator has so much inherent damage from basically just building whatever you want. Like, Venator just beats him on the damage aspect of things, and Venator just is strong at all points in the game, where I think Warden does have some weak points, but still really overtuned character, so, yeah, broken. Wraith. Wraith just keeps feeling... I feel like with each patch, Wraith just feels more and more underwhelming. She's definitely more of, like, a balanced hero. You know, I'm going to move Warden down. Sorry. Yeah, she's just a balanced carry. Can be dealt with. Has good, mobility to get out. I will say though, like, she does need a good team to like play around her to feel decent. I have had a lot of games where like I'll make calls to like play around Wraith, like make sure Wraith stays alive. We got to keep Wraith alive. She's all of our damage, right? I'll make calls like that a lot, and I think that helps people realize like how to play around a carry properly. But you kind of do have to play around her pretty heavily, you know. Would you prefer they add a draft to rank and non-rank standard games, or make it rank exclusive feature? I think. Listen, when the game comes out, it should be like draft and ranked, and there should be a draft game mode, and then a game mode like how it is now, separate from the two. Kind of like how League does it. That'd be the best. I'm assuming they don't do that now because I'm not sure. I'm assuming they don't. I mean, they have a lot of players. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Ask a developer. Yamato is S tier. Really good character. Still, I wouldn't say Thanos levels, but still a really, really strong hero. And people undercut this hero all the fucking time, man. The melee proc on her 2 is already ridiculous. But she can have 3 charges of a lock-on ability. What in the fuck are we thinking? Plus, with... I mean, listen. Power Strike isn't that crazy. Like, it's not a problem. But Power Strike doing, like, 1k damage off a tick is fucked. But you can play around, like, what is it called? Power Strike? Am I thinking of the wrong? Whatever, her 1. But yeah, plus 40 Spirit on Grapple, yeah, and she has 3 ticks of it. It's fucking stupid as shit. Like, we complain about Silver having a jump in her wolf form. Oh, like, oh, Silver has so much movement ability. But, like, Yamato can just click on you and she's on top of you. That doesn't make no sense to me, man. Like, what is this stupid bullshit? Like, yeah, Silver. Oh, Silver has a reset on her ultimate. Like, guys, if Yamato had a longer reset on her ultimate, she'd literally be the best character in the game by miles. Imagine something like that on Silver. Yeah, exactly. People lose their minds. Got Silver immediately. But because Yamato's a Spirit character, oh, it's not that big of a problem. Guys, Spirit's strong this patch. It's like, people don't give Yamato the credit that she deserves. And I think that's because she's, like, harder to play, but not really. Silver is a harder character to play than Yamato. You can just click on someone, you're on top of them. Her ult is literally Unstop and Frenzy combined. Are you talking about Silver? You're talking about Yamato. Yeah, true. Let's not forget Yamato is just crazy too. People complain. I think saw Vegas make this statement. Oh, Silver gets a full reset on her ultimate. Like, that's so much better than Yamato. It's such a better Yamato. Dude, Yamato ultimate is literally Unstop, Frenzy. It's damage. You get reset abilities, cooldown. You get more cool. Like, bro, it gets like, it's still really, really strong, but no one complains about it. People just complain about Silver because she's more annoying to play against. It's so fucking annoying. Because if Yamato was... literally, like, if you could just switch the way the characters... Like, literally just change their profile icons. I don't like Yamato. I don't like that character. It's so fucking stupid. Faster ability haste, yeah. Or cooldown, yeah. Sorry. I got a little upset there. Yamato's really strong, guys. And yes, Yamato was stronger than Silver last patch. By the way. Because, well, for a temporary period of time. Yamato was Thanos. And people did complain about her, but people were still complaining about Silver more, which I just, like, actually can't believe it. And that's just because Silver's more annoying to play against. It's because Silver has more, like, CC in her kit, and that's why. Okay, we're done with tier list, guys. That's it. I don't think I'm gonna change anything else. I think I like this. Yeah, I think I'm happy. I think I might put Yamato above Celeste. I completely took that back immediately. I think we're good. I think that's good. I'm pretty confident with this tier list. Alright, yeah. Good deal, guys.